the first fully operating model of the Parry People Mover. The man behind the project, Chairman John Parry, claims his system is much cheaper and easier to install than existing light rail systems.
The big question is, how do you make the trams move? Now, anybody who's bought one of these toy cars or has used one of these toy cars will actually have quite a good idea, because contained under this body is the type of technique that's used in the trams. We can show you here, it surrounds a flywheel, and basically you can see the flywheel on a test bed there spinning round. As that flywheel's spinning, it's storing up kinetic energy that can be used for a variety of things. In this case, it's being used to vibrate a plate. But if you put it in a vehicle, you can actually store that energy up, and if you engage it to a belt or a cogwheel, a gear wheel, you can then make the vehicle move. Here we go. Well, that's the concept. What we want to do is try and put that into practice and see if it will work on a live tram. And in the best tradition, we have one right here. Well, this is one of the first production models, and as you'll see now, it definitely does move. On our way, please. And I can tell you as we are moving that that concept, that flywheel concept, is contained underneath where I'm sitting at the moment. Let's just give you a few shots of a test bed model going around. There you can see the casing that includes the flywheel. There are two ways of running it. There's the shorter distance tram, which actually goes into a station, and an electric shoe or connector goes onto a contact there and powers an electric engine on board the tram. That winds up the flywheel and allows it to run the tram. The second one, which is used here, is a small engine, only the size of a Ford Fiesta engine, which is used to wind the flywheel up just purely for acceleration and deacceleration. So, in fact, you've got a very user-friendly, very environmentally friendly system, and very cheap. The question then is, you've actually got to sell it to people.
And we know that there's towns and cities all over the country which need something smaller, lighter, cheaper, and also which can perform without environmental impact.
Now, one of those towns and cities that has actually introduced one of the systems is Bristol. And we were down in Bristol earlier on this week, and Bath, and there you can see it actually up and running. I think that was a prototype introduced in 1999. Now, they have had a few teething problems. There you can see it sort of laid up at the moment, and we were quite cunning here, John. We actually went along to speak to somebody connected with that scheme to ask them what sort of experience they'd had with it.
It's operated for about 9,000 miles and carried 48,000 passengers. It's initially operated with only about 65% availability, being sort of a prototype. It did have quite a few teething problems. And we've overcome quite a few of those, but there are still some problems. As you can see, it's currently jacked up and it's missing a wheel. That's currently been repaired because the axle broke.
It starts off with electric charge between the rails, which is not yet in place. Once it is in motion, as it slows down, any energy built up inside it is stored in a big flywheel underneath. That then provides the power to get it going again for the next stage of the journey. So there's no motors inside it apart from little electric motors. It is a completely self-contained power unit. That vehicle will be used between here and Gorse and back.